So another day, another project. We're here back on Ben's property today, building probably one picnic table, eventually several, to be used around the outdoor kitchen, around the property, to enjoy meals with large groups of people, bring out some friends, etc. Ben, you've already built one that's kind of the tester behind us.
Yeah, I built that last week.
So we have kind of the template to work off of. Ben's He's built out the cut list to know what we're gonna actually have to cut to assemble this, hopefully fairly quickly. Setting up all the tools here, essentially we just gotta look at this and paint by numbers. If you wanna learn how to build a picnic table, watch on.
So I ordered a whole bunch of wood, and we're actually gonna build it right on top of this other guy. So we're gonna start with 4 2x10s, and we'll just kind of check each side to decide which one we want as our top. I think that's this side, because this one is a little bit uglier. So the top side, the one that we eventually want on the top, is going to go down to start off with. So we will just lay out our 4 boards. So to space out our boards properly, we're just going to use a couple of screws. Oops, so we've got a consistent spacing between each one. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to throw a so now that we have all of our boards laid out and aligned, we have to cut some cleats for it. So we're going to use 2x4s for that. They're going to be 32 inches long. We're going to miter the edges at 45 degrees so that you don't hit your knees or anything on them. So this is going to hold the top together. We're going to screw in from this side. We'll have 3 across the length of the table, and it'll hold our top all together. I'm gonna grab another 2x4, Tony.
Here. What do you need a tuba for?
Around here, we're not messing around with any picnic tables with rough edges, you know? We want it smooth AF.
So I'm measuring where each of those cleats is going to go. They're going to go in 16 inches from the end, and that'll give us something to anchor our legs into.
So as someone who is just kind of filming this process while helping the guys here and there, I've just realized that by building it on top, what Ben meant is that we're basically just building a mirror, the exact table upside down. Now we're gonna have to flip it at some point to be able to do the legs and whatnot, but this is making it a lot easier.
And we're just gonna put a few screws into each one of these boards and pull it all kind of nice and tight.
And Ben, where did you find the plans for this? What's the...
This is kind of a combination of a few different YouTube videos. This old house and somebody else that I actually don't remember.
So thank you to those people. Also, if you want to build your own, we'll probably put the cut list and whatnot in the description. Yeah, we'll put all that. So just look there, and then, you know what, just make it up on your own. If you want it a little bit longer, like if you want to go absolutely insane and do like a 40-foot table, you could do that.
Just more legs, maybe.
Yeah, you probably need a couple more legs.
That's actually,
unless you're really like a bone thin person.
So we've got our tabletop together. It didn't take very long. So next step is we're going to cut the legs. We have pressure treated for this one because it's actually going to be touching the ground. Everything else is just construction grade pine probably. So we're going to cut 4 of these at 28 degrees. And then we'll just screw them into the bottom of the tabletop.
Because you don't want pressure treated for food safety, yeah?
Is that right? They're more expensive.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I think they're safer now than they used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your kids have 6 legs.
You're not gonna be eating off. Not gonna be eating off of it anyways.
Listen, we get the right cuts. No one said that we're professional.
So we're figuring out how we're going to actually temporarily attach these legs. because the leg's gonna be screwed into this guy right here. And then we're gonna put a cross piece along here that you can see. That's what this guy is. So that cross piece is gonna go along here, stop these guys from sliding out at all. And then it's also going to hold up our side bench. So what we're doing is aligning the corner, just at the corner here. We're gonna just screw these in kind of lightly, and then we'll figure out our top piece here. So we're gonna use this piece of melamine because basically what we want to do is we want to keep the distance between these two guys, but we want to be able to flop it down so that we can install our cross piece flat. We've temporarily screwed these in where we want them, and then what we're going to do is we're going to screw this into these two pieces, undo the bottoms, flop it down flat, and then we'll have a much easier time to put our little cross piece in here. Then we'll flip it back up, we'll unscrew this guy, screw the entire leg set back in, and we'll do the same on the other side.
These things are called Adam, right?
What?
Drivers?
At this point, do we also have to check that this is level?
This?
The top?
Should be.
Why check? Because it should be.
No, because these are the same length. There is a little bit of a bow in the top. So if we were to look at level right now, it definitely wouldn't be level. But it wouldn't mean that it's wrong.
But folks, this is a professional building channel, as you can tell.
Because the ground isn't level here, and then the bottom,
You know what?
the lower level. No, we're good.
Listen, if you want things done perfect, it's probably not the channel for you. Honestly though, this one looks good. The finished one looks good. I trust you.
32.5 on that face. There's a little bit of a length difference. If people are looking underneath that much, then they got other problems.
So we're cutting I guess the middle part of the A-frame. We're gonna do 73 3/4 inches in terms of our length. And then we'll screw it onto the legs right here, and then like we were saying, we'll flop them up. The tall side goes to the skinny side.
That's correct. Yep, tall side up, and then it's 8.5 inches from the bottom to the bottom. Yeah.
So
Now I gotta center it.
now we need this way. 7 3/4.
So tap.
Just slightly this way. So we've got this now set exactly where we want to be. It's the same distance vertically, and it's now centered. So we get to screw these guys together, and then we will flip it up, screw it in, and then unscrew our temporary piece.
You just want to put more in here?
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 in there. So we've got a couple of lag bolts here, just to make sure that everything stays tight. We're gonna drill a hole into that cross piece on the legs, and then we're gonna put these bolts in, tighten them down, just for extra strength. Yeah, nice.
Tighten them up, boys.
So these are done for a second. We're gonna do exactly the same on the other side, and then we're gonna come back and throw a couple of 2x4s just in here to keep these guys square.
It's started pouring rain outside, so as we finish the second set of legs here before working on the seats and whatnot, we've moved inside and we're working off the ground.
That's correct.
So the rain has not really let up and we're losing light, so we've moved not just the legs but the whole operation inside to finish her off. Good girl.
Nice. Okay.
For 245s, I'm assuming we cut them on?
Yeah, exactly. So actually, that's right. We start with this guy at a 45. That's pretty square, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Pretty is close enough for us. I mean, yeah.
We could maybe take just a hair off still.
Think so?
Just a hair.
There you go.
Yeah, that's within tolerances.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't even know we were working to a tolerance.
Very tolerant. So we're almost done with the table upside down. We just put our first support in on this side. This is going to make sure that our legs stay square, don't wobble either way, and we've got a nice strong table. We're going to do the same on the other side. So to get this guy in, we have a 2x4 here. This side already has a cut angle, which maybe will work out great. We'll see. But basically what happens is we throw this in the middle, and then we come up with our level, or our square, sorry. We hold this guy square, yeah, and then we just make a line straight up. That'll be our angle. We'll cut that guy off, and then we'll drop it in and screw in both sides and get a lot of rigidity from that.
How's that fit?
Okay, we good. We're gonna screw them in now. We've got all supports on. It's nice and strong. The rain has mostly stopped at this point. So we're done with it upside down. We're gonna flip it over, take it outside, and then we have 2 benches to make that we'll screw on, and then that is it.
Down on you. And then flip it. Yeah. And then carry it out. This is the squat table. There's no benches for it. It's just.
What do we have? 2x6s? All right, we've got the table out here. We have our bench ready. So we've got 2 2x6s that are gonna be our bench. They're flipped up, so the ugly side is up right now because that's gonna be flipped over in a second. We've cut 6 of these 2x4s down into 10 inches with 45-degree miters. So it's gonna be really similar to how the tabletop works. There's gonna be 1 roughly there, 1 in the middle, and then 1 out on that side. They'll be screwed together. That'll create our bench, and then we'll be able to screw into the actual table from there. We're gonna do the same to the other side. We'll do 1 final sanding across the whole top, and that'll be it, and we'll be done.
we've completed the table. And now, as the boys are sitting there, we got seating for how many do you think?
20 probably pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
Across the two tables.
So the one that you guys are at is which one?
This is the new one. This is the one that I built last week. They're very similar.
Almost like it was intended to be.
And who knows, we might end up doing a few more so we could just have a massive party. But there's a whole heck of a lot of land here. We got the outdoor kitchen so we can make up some great recipes. But yeah, that's it for now. We have our picnic table done. We'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. And it's too bad it's too dark outside because this thing's a thing of beauty.